Hi everybody. So my name's Sean and this is going to be for my MassComm 144 class. As all of you know, you're all in this class, so everyone's going to be seeing the same kind of cringy video, vlog, blog, something like that. So I thought I'd do this, something new, different. I've never done it before, so it's weird looking at myself recording in front of a camera and spouting off gibberish that I am currently right now. So this is my life narrative project. I'm going to talk about just a very brief instance. A couple years back, I was in Spain backpacking with a whole bunch of friends. There's about 7 of us total. We backpacked the El Camino Trail, and I have just a ton of cool, interesting, funny, wacky, intense stories about that trip. But one that I wanted to focus on specifically for this video was kind of something that was just unique. I've never experienced that before, and like the ending was just kind of like crazy out of like a completely wacky and insane day. So to start, it was the 3rd day. I don't know. It was one of the days on our month-long trip up there, and we woke up and we woke up early like we always did and cracked open my beer, my typical 5 in the morning beer before hiking and, walking 35 kilometers, anything like that. Typical, everyone would do it. So we started walking. The day looked fine. It was just overcast. It was dark because it was early in the morning. So we weren't stressing. We weren't worried about it or anything. And we start walking, we were about 10 kilometers in, something like that. And we look up and see some pretty dark clouds up ahead, It's like, well, that's not good. Is it going to start raining? And drop after drop, we feel little tiny drops. It starts raining just a tiny bit. And it's like, okay, well, it's not enough to pull out like our rain gear, cover up our bags with plastic bags and everything like that. And it was fine. We keep walking, we keep going, we stop, we take lunch, get something to eat. We start going some more. And it just starts pouring, a downpour. It's just rain, bam, 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 bam. It was just crazy. So much rain. People pulled off to the side. We were putting our bags on, putting our raincoats on. I actually took my raincoat on to put it on my bag so not all my clothes and everything else would get wet and soaked. So I was drenched. Everything I was wearing was soaked. My shoes were muddy. The trail was muddy. It was, dare I say, awful. But it was unique, at the same time. You ever been on a rainstorm in Spain? It's nuts, you never say something like that. So it was just crazy experience, and everyone was in the same boat. There wasn't I was laughing, people were laughing about it, but then we hit a point where it's like, this is miserable, this is awful, it's no fun because we're so far away from our destination, our next hostel, our next stop, and everyone's soaked and wet and pissy and moany, and it was just like a rough time. And we turn the corner and we see our next hostel. Actually, this was, another couple hours later. And it was still downpour. It would go on and off on occasions, but it was nuts. And we turn the corner and we look up and we see this just straight up hill, just this long dive in this kind of woody area. And that was going to be to our next destination. It was that finishing, the light was at the end of the tunnel. That was the finishing mark that we can see right there. And we were like, okay, we can do this. We can bust it out. People were getting blisters. People were getting mad and snappy at each other. I, still with my beer in my system, I felt fine. Typical choice. And we're walking up here, and we get to the top, and we see our destination. It's just a straight shot. No uphill, no decline. It's just a straight shot. So we make our way there. We're just walking up to the hostel, still covered in just sweat, water, mud, anything you think of. It was just terrible. And it was still raining, and we walk in, and this guy comes down. He's one of the managers of the hostel, and he said, put your bags down, take off your shoes, here's some complimentary towels, go wash off, go shower, we're gonna hang your clothes and dry your clothes for you. So they hung and dried our clothes. All of our stuff was on the side drying off. We showered off. It was freezing rain, by the way, so that shower was the best thing on the planet. That was much needed. And it was just so nice. It was we were walking and going through hell, and then all of a sudden it was this light at the end of the tunnel, and just the perfect outcome for just a shitty day. And so we get done with our showers, we get dressed, all of our clothes are drying, they're hanging everything, we're hanging stuff too, make sure everything is all taken care of. We put our bags in, the beds are already like nice and made, which most of the time hostels, you know, it's not always like that. And before anything, we were starving, so we decided, you know, let's go get something to eat. We'll just go get like a sandwich or something, go split a pizza or something. And so four of us went down there, and we just got, I can't remember what kind of pizza it was, not a margarita pizza, but something. They gave us this like nice pizza, and right when they put it down, the guy came back and got shots, these lemon shots. And we kind of looked at him, he's like, well, we didn't order these. And he's like, oh, they're complimentary. And it's like, what? He's like, yeah, you know, it's like it's a palate cleanser. So we all four of us and the waiter, who was the manager who brought us our stuff, all took the shot. He took the stuff back away. We're eating the pizza, and we get done. We ask how much it is, you know, wasn't it too expensive or anything like that. And then he comes back with more shots, and he's like, yeah, and these are the finishing shots. And it's like, am I in heaven right now? What is this place? You know, they took such good care of us. They just made our like terrible day just so much better. We're getting free complimentary shots. It was perfect. And it was just comfortable beds, perfect place to stay. And it was like, you know, our plan was to not stop there. It was to go another however many kilometers, miles, you know. But we decided, like, nah, let's just stay here today. This place it's a sign we need to stay here. And I had no regrets. It was perfect. So that's my story. That's just a brief little insight of it. Like I said, there's tons more I can tell, but that was just one of the coolest, most memorable experiences ever. Just the shots, the rain, the terrible mood everyone was in, just like how everything changed just like that. It was perfect. So that's my story. Hopefully you liked it. Catch you on the flip side.